one up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic.
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Blue ready. Check my 45. He don't know no better. Follow. Easy. Hey. 45. Over.
Jameis now on first down. That's caught by Howard. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And able to get this one. Across the 45 before he's brought down.
And the Buccaneers, first down.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Exit. Joker. Come on. One day. Check three.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Flag. Come through that. 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Easy. Hey,
On second down, it's Jones. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
SOS. Check. Easy. Motion.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Flushed out right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan caught by Jones. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
14 yards there and a Falcon first down. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
We're ready, we're ready. Black 25. Here I come. Wait.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Gets it off to Freeman. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
The score, Falcons 14, Buccaneers nothing. Matt Bryant set the kickoff.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 55 yards. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Check 43. Even.
Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. To throw, Winston. And this is blocked by Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Freeman. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
They still playing soft. 51.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Show it up. Show it up. Check the backer. Check the backer. Shit. Check. Let's go. Check. Hop. Check 31. Check 31.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
26, check 26. Watch out. Green, triple T.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Green, triple T. 54.
From the red zone now, Winston. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Dancing to his left. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Mike's ready. Ready to go.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
Hey, Sam! Hey, check! Go!
Ryan will throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan buying time to his left. And finding the tight end Hooper. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 33. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Ready, black 22. Black 5-4. Ready, Flip it. 54, check.
The first down throw for Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Watch the blood. Motion. Easy.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. A first down carry for Smith. And an alley to run. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Devin White able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Jameis to throw it. Rolling to his right. And he finds Howard complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
Let's go.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Ready? Blue ready. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Easy. Hey. Wait. Easy. Let me go.
On first and 10, Winston. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
To throw again on second down. Winston, he completes it to Evans. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. They go play action. Winston. And he's certainly been a huge factor. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Gay is on for the point after. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming. 39.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get up.
Now it's Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We want it. Come to my world. Slam. Hey, wait.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
You draw quarters. Check.
Now it's Freeman. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Got it. Motion to the backfield. Hey, check, Mike. Gotta go.
They'll run it. Freeman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Freeman. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. To throw on 3rd down. Ryan going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 65 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Freeman again, a first down carry. Freeman a first down and more. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Get your swarm on.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On second down, here's Smith. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One last shot now for Winston. Being chased out left. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across.